Hey guys, Dozens of Dimes here. How's it going? Been a while since I've recorded a video. Been about 2 months actually. I know I just uploaded a video for the past 2 weeks in a row, but I recorded those back in October. So this is my first real video that I'm recording for you guys since I've really started uploading. I've talked about flipping. The other thing I really like is print on demand. Print on demand is essentially a way to print free money. Or at least that's the way I think about it right now anyway. You basically just create a design and then upload it, and then maybe someone buys it, and if they do, you get a commission on it. So today I'm going to show you how I've made all my designs previously, in the past, and currently. I just bought Photoshop yesterday. I'm not really well acquainted with it, so I use this program called paint.net, and I have a few things I use with it, and I just feel really comfortable with it, so I can really just bust out a whole bunch of designs all at once, and I'm hopefully going to show you how to do the same. Alright, so now that we're over here in paint.net, I'm going to go up to the image. We're going to resize it. Every website that you create a design for usually takes different canvas sizes. I know Amazon is 45 by 54 for a shirt, 100. And for a sweatshirt, it's 45 by 40, 50. But for Redbubble, I believe the minimum that they use for the template, for the shirt template, is 24 by 32. And if not, then that's just the size I like using. So 2400 by 3200. I have this maintain aspect ratio off because if I turn it on, it's going to change, either the height or the width, and that's not what I want. I want this exact size. That's what I'm going to go with here. So now we have this long thing where you can have like a long design on the shirt here. What I do now is I usually just turn off the background, so I get this transparent type deal going on. And yeah, I usually just delete it. I don't need it. If it's a white space and it's going to be white on the shirt, you know what I mean? Like this right here is all white, I don't want that. I want transparent, so it'll go with many different colors in the shirts and all that. So over here in the toolbar, there's this little T. You can hit T. I definitely don't yet. To go to text, and then up at the top you can choose a whole bunch of things. I don't really know the ramifications of using a font that is not licensed. I don't think all these fonts are licensed, for commercial use or whatever. Honestly, I don't think about it. I'll deal with it later if I get in trouble for using a font that I can't. I haven't heard of anyone ever getting in trouble for using just a random font that is here or in Photoshop or anything like that. I don't think they're really going after that. But hey, what do I know? Am I right? Anyway, let's see here. I'll just pick one for the memes. We'll go Comic Sans MS, right? So over here you get a whole bunch of sizes. A little drop down arrow. You can go up to 288. You can start typing there, really anywhere on the screen. You click off. You click within the line. It'll show up this little quadrant little thing. You can move it around like this. But if you click away, it's going to make its own line again. You know what I mean? And then over here we have the history, so we can go back and undo all our changes. But if you make a change now, you can't go back and forth and all that. It's a one-time deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with this. I'm just going to make a design because, I can, I guess. I like it bold. I like it very, I don't know, is accentuated the word? I don't know, accented? I like it very, to stand out, you know what I mean? If I have it like pencil thin, no one's going to be able to see it, right? And you only really have like a first impression once, so you want to make it nice and big, or at least in my opinion, where you can see it from far away. I'll be walking down the street or walking in Walmart, with my mask on, and I'll see, women particularly. They have like this shirt with all this text right here, in the clavicle region, whatever that's called. I was gonna swear. And it's like a Bible verse or something, and it's like 4 sentences long and like 12-point text, and I'm like, I can't even read that, dude. And then they're like, why are you looking at my chest, bro? So, it's just a lose-lose scenario. You can't even read what's on the shirt and you get in trouble for looking. So, you want to have it nice and bold. The things that I like are funny shirts, shirts you can't really get anywhere else. For example, I'll show you this mug because, no one's, not a lot of people are going to watch this video in the first place. So, this is a design I made. It says, days since epic gamer moment 0. Nobody fucking, oh shit. Nobody made this, shirt, or design, I should say, before I made it, right? There was literally no one who ever came up with this idea. That's what I like to do the most. Ideas that people kind of have in the back of the head, but, I'm the one like, this is what I'm going with. Here's how I'm going to do it. And I just made it like that. Like, I literally just made it off the cuff. I was like, yeah, whatever. Sounds good to me. So that's what I like doing. Just random weird stuff. Different words here are in different sizes. So it's a little bit different because it's on like a mug here. But the days and the epic are the same size, and the gamer moment's a little bit bigger. I think there was the same size as the 0. This is all bold text as well. The since is a little bit smaller, but not too small, so you can still read it. But it's not as an important word, right? It's like words like the or an or, I forget the exact word, but words that are like filler words to your nouns and pronouns. Those aren't as important because people can fill them in their head, right? So you want to really let the nouns and the big words stand out. You know what I mean? And if not, drop me a comment down below. So I'm just gonna write this nonsense here, I guess. Oh, I'm making an individual layer here for each individual word, just so I can move it around easier and deal with it that way. So this is like a little meme that's going around. There's like this little fish that asks, do you fart? And then, yeah, I don't know. I think I have it pulled up here. Yeah, this little fish. Yeah, with the big lips. Yeah. So that's the meme there. Not too many people are, making a text design shirt about that, but I think it'd be hilarious if you just were walking in Walmart and some guy's shirt that just says "Do you fart" on it. It's like, I think that'd be pretty funny. Maybe I'm just weird. I mean, whatever. If it works for me, it'll probably work out. But if not, who cares? I'll just make another one. So here's where things get a little squirrely. So you have all these texts in different layers here. I can do that so I can, press Control and X to delete a layer, press Z to bring it back. You can hit this little blue arrow over here, and you can now move it, which is why I like doing it in an individual layer. If you were to put 2 rows of text on the same layer, then they'd both move together, and sometimes you want it like a little bit different aligned, I also, oops, I don't want to move that. I'm sure it's fine. I have this add-on for Paint.net. I actually have 2. This first one is called Gimmick. I found it because I wanted to make an anaglyph design in Paint.net, and this other add-on I had totally crashed my system. This one's like super weird and jank, and I haven't really used it yet. It even takes forever to load up, and I have like a supercomputer over here. I mostly blame the program for that, but yeah, it's like super weird. The anaglyph is, I don't know, little jank, but it works out. I ended up getting Photoshop to make designs like that and for distress things, but it's a work in progress. This gimmick thing, it's gonna get the job done. I don't know how well. It's probably gonna crash a lot. I haven't really used it yet. I just got it recently. I think that add-on came out in like 2001 or something, or at least that's what it says. Same with this add-on I use here. It's called Align Object. I wanted to basically take text and align it however I wanted it with a page in Paint.net, and natively there is no way to do that. So I got this add-on, and it's just super simple. You can choose either with the horizontal one here at the top. It's already aligned vertically where you have it, so it'll either be left aligned, right aligned, or center aligned, like this. I usually go with center aligned. That's my go-to. And I usually just eyeball the vertical of what I think looks best. So sometimes some text will be closer to the other line and the next line down than other lines. but it's really nominal. Like no one's really gonna notice it that much, that hard, or care too much. Just don't make it look too weird, and you're good to go. You can also do the same for vertical, all the way at the top, all the way at the bottom, top left-hand corner. For some reason it disappears. Whatever. But I always just go with horizontal, and then if I need to, what I can do is this. I can select it, hit the blue arrow key thing, and then I can hit up on my keyboard, and then I can move it vertically up. And to move it faster, you can hold down Control and hold up and down like this. And then I can easily select which row of text that I want to move up or down or align it that way. Very simple. And then just because I'm a little bit paranoid about like aligning it correctly, I always align each individual layer before shrinking the layers into one. I believe if you have them all into one layer, they will all align to the same degree, so like they'll all horizontally align correctly. But I'm kind of OCD about the way I do it, so it's not as efficient, but I feel better doing it. Now with this, there are two ways of doing things. You see how the U is kind of off to the side, off to the right a bit than what seems normal, or what looks normal, like, because the do is, that's in the middle of the last word here, the fart. But the Y is like, what is this blank space right here, right? It doesn't feel right. I mean, you could definitely move it over. I think that's like a artist's alignment or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm on the wrong layer. But what you can do is you can either move it or you can leave it alone. And I usually just leave it alone. I think it's like marginal of how much it really matters to, move it left or right or tweak it, but because it's so marginal, I very rarely do it. It's up to you if you want to. You can if you want to. No big deal there. So now that I have shrunk this down all into one layer, what I can do is this. I can go to Effects and Stylize, then Outline. And what this will do is it'll turn it all into white, or actually my secondary color that you can't see down here. Here, I'll move this over for you. My camera's blocking it this whole time. I actually have a little color wheel. I can choose whatever color I want, and then I can choose how pink it is if I choose pink. I have the individual like color, the RGB codes. I can type in, the hex code and I get a color, for example. I can choose the opacity, stuff like that. It's really dumbed down, really super simple, but it's really in depth, really easy to use at first, and then when you look into it, you can really do a whole bunch of cool stuff. But I digress. So I believe the outline will do your second color. So my second color is always going to be white because I like the white text against the black shirts. I think that is optimal. That's what I prefer. Now, over here you're going to see some transparency right here, and that's because I moved over the text, if you remember. So the way to get rid of that is you take this little magic wizard tool, and you just click here and click X to cut. Right, Control X to cut. So you have to select everything, the little area that you moved, I guess. But I just click it all, and it's all good to go from there. I outline here. Oh, it froze my computer for a bit. And then you can change the thickness. The thicker you go, the more processing power you need, because it has to render harder and all that. And my GPU is turning on now if I continuously do this. Yep, and it froze my computer. Oh well. So yeah, it's gonna look like that if you go too hard. So I usually just go with 12 or something. Gotta hit enter. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I think 12 looks fine. And then the transparency is all around the text, which is good because that means you can just go like this, get rid of all of it. The only part that's bad is the stuff that's inside here. So you have to go to individually every letter and cut it all out. Sometimes it'll hide like S's or A's like this, or you might not be able to see it. Then you put it on a design on a shirt, and oops, looks bad. What are you gonna do then? A little cheat you can do is you can hold down Shift and then select, and then cut, and then it'll delete all of the entire color. So even the white of the text is gone. So you can recolor that to something else you want. For example, let's say red, right? Oh, and you can right click whichever color here too, is to move it, put it to your secondary color, and then you can just right click paste, or right click fill, and then you can just use the other color like that, no problem. Or you can left click to put in the other color. I think that's pretty sick. Yeah, so you can go like green if you want. You know, I don't use green because green's not gonna look good in like yellow or maybe red, but it's not gonna look good on blue. So I just stick with white. You know, to keep things simple. What if I shift? Oh, nice. Okay, so if I shift and right click, it does all the color. Hey, that's right. So now that it's outlined, it looks great. It's perfect for a white text on a black shirt design, and then you can do the same method here, and you can do it with black text on a white shirt. I always outline it before I fill it. I don't just leave it outlined or leave it with the text. I always outline it and make it a little bit thicker, and then throw it on there. You might notice here where it's like a little bit weird how there's like a gray line. You just have to increase your tolerance a little bit. I usually undo the paint bucket there, increase the tolerance, and just shift click it again. Because if you keep, it has a little bit there, but you're not gonna be able to tell. Because if you just keep filling, well, I didn't mean to be that drastic there, but it'll continuously make the letter bigger, if you can tell here. And that is not necessarily good if you're going for congruency, you know. It's just not gonna look good. Don't do it. It looks so weird. Why is there so much emphasis on the F? You know what I mean? But that's generally how I make a shirt in paint.net. And, you know, now that I have this here, I can just cut this out and, you know, put in some other words, you know. And then I'm like basically good to go. I can put these two other words in like a different layer. And if I have them outlined, I can put them into a second layer, then I can outline an individual layer, you know what I mean? So just like this, right? Now it's outlined by itself, just like that. So that's really how I make shirts in paint.net. I hope it made sense. I hope this is fast enough to talk about. Let me know if I went too fast or I didn't talk enough. I'm already at like 20 minutes. I didn't even mean to do this. Yeah, super simple. We just made a template basically, and this is how I just pump out designs like crazy. So thanks for watching. I have a community Discord now. There's only going to be 5 spots with the link I post down in the description. That link will be there forever until the 5 spots are filled, and then we'll figure it out next time if I want to have more spots. But I talk about flipping and print on demand down there. Feel free to join if you'd like to join the community. Feel free to subscribe if you want to get notifications whenever I post another video. Seems to be every week so far, but I want to just throw out a whole bunch of videos all at once, and then you know, go from there really, and improve little by little, and doing more you know, videos where I just talk about something simple and maybe like 5 minutes or something. But for now, like the video, comment if you liked it, leave me a question if you have any. Like the video, definitely like the video, please. Subscribe, join the Discord. I have a Twitter if you care. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.